I'm Katrina.
I'm Christina with the Gorgeous Geeks. And you might be wondering why exactly we might be talking like this. In these probably utter ridiculous accents.
Probably so.
Well, the answer is because I was talking to CK61938 on Twitter today, and I mentioned to him
Keep going.
that
I'm sorry. It's just
we used to talk in British accents as children, and the reason why is because we saw this movie, The Witches, and we always quoted that fat kid who said, "That woman owes me 6 whole bars of whipped cream, hazelnut, double dip fudge, chocolate bars, and I'm here to reclaim my reward."
I forgot.
So, he asked me if we would talk in our accents, and I'm like, well, everyone from the UK is going to laugh, and so he's like, well, I'll do an American accent. So we're doing our accents, so I hope to hear your American accent. So
okay,
that's
the real
it.
reason why we're doing this podcast now, please.
Oh, yeah, Smallville ISIS review. Talk like a straight up Michigander.
It's so odd to people who haven't seen our podcast before. It's funny to me. It's funny. Me and Christina, we kind of disagreed because she thought the whole episode was weak until the end, but I liked the whole entire thing.
It was kind of, I mean, it wasn't like a bad episode.
I loved it. I thought it was cute. I thought it was great. You know what? If you would have thrown some Amazons and Wonder Woman in there, it would have been a one-shot issue of Superman.
I've already stated that I do not like possession episodes much, and I don't like.
It happens all the time. All the time.
Okay, really, Lois gets possessed a lot.
Why does that seem odd to you?
It's odd. Well, I'm just saying, like, they had that guest star that was working for Oliver. Like, I mean, they brought in her. She's a pretty chick. You know, why not give a little role to her? Like, I'm like, it's like
stuff happens
in the writers' room. Let's dress up Lois again because people find her so sexy and.
Things happen to Lois all the time, so much so that it's become a joke in the comic books. Superman slays somebody else. My wife gets a situation like this all the time.
I'm aware of that. But, I mean, okay, name me 5 times in the comic books Lois has been possessed then. No, you can't. You absolutely cannot. Maybe somebody else can, but I know you can't.
She's been brainwiped.
No, I said possessed!
I don't know.
Exactly!
She has been. I'm
not
sure
saying she hasn't.
I will Wikipedia that.
A lot of weird things happen to her. Like Insect Queen. Ugh. But, I mean...
We watched Lois and Clark, and Terry Hatcher was a robot the whole entire season.
Are you talking about the clone thing?
She was a clone. It was like a...
She was a clone.
Yeah, thing.
She was not a robot.
Whatever. It wasn't even her.
I know, and that was weird, too, because she ate frogs. But Lois and Clark, the only reason why that's good
you couldn't
is
explain,
if you're looking back and just have nostalgia.
Talking about,
I'm not saying that writing wasn't like. I'm not saying it was bad. I didn't say it was bad. I said I don't like possession episodes, and I think it's overdone when they keep doing it with the cast. They keep doing things to the cast. Lois gets knocked out again. Switched. Someone just hits you in the head, and you're just knocked out conveniently when Clark is there, and you don't need to see his secret identity. It's just repetitive. I mean, why not just throw in, let someone else shine or something? Anyway, get off of that. I'm also annoyed. Every time, I already said this, I'm biased against Chloe now, because I'm really annoyed. And the whole ISIS thing was something Oliver did, and they kept talking about his love, and it all kind of revolved around the fact that he was depressed and trying to cover it up, because he's still sad about Chloe.
It didn't even bother me that they mentioned Chloe because because they're starting to they mentioned it as a thing in the past, and it was really quick. I mean,
no, it happened a couple times.
Okay, but still, he's getting over it. It is.
No, he's not getting over it.
It is because Tess is coming in, and
but when she first showed up, he's like, "You can't use the computer because that's Chloe's thing. She can't be our Chloe." Like, do you have to really throw such a hissy fit and be that obvious and see through? Honestly.
I'm just glad that Tess I'm glad she set him straight and was able to help him chip some more of that weird clay away to get beneath the Green Arrow, you know, that layer of Green Arrow.
It's just so annoying hearing about his stupid relationship with Chloe, because if you see Ollie and Tess together in a scene, you feel that chemistry. I never felt like he and Chloe had a chemistry. Not like him and Tess had, or him and Lois had.
I think you're obsessed with this hate for Chloe.
Lana's gone!
Chloe has replaced your Lana hate. I don't think it was that big of a deal, but anyways, the more important thing about the episode...
Hold on. If you just have things that are dumb and then you keep revolving the world around something that's dumb, then I just can't, like, function. Like season 5 of Heroes.
Don't get on Heroes.
I'm just gonna say season 5 of Heroes because it left off in season 4 with something really, really dumb. About Siler killing Nathan, and I'm like, why didn't they just heal him with Claire's blood? Because that can happen. So, you know, that whole rest of the season, I didn't care what they did because, you know, it was stupid. It was revolving based on a foundation of stupid.
Okay.
So this Chloe Oliver thing, it's just evolved from a plot of stupid. So you can't get away from that unless you just, you know, act like it was a Jimmy situation, act like it didn't happen. Kind of like, you know, Namor's pufferfish powers.
I don't know. But the point is that I'm glad that Tess is back into the mix because they really did need that third wheel in their group of finding out stuff because Clark and Oliver can't work a computer.
Oh my gosh, why can't neither of them work a computer? I've heard people say, you don't need Bruce on the show because you have Oliver. Well, apparently Bruce can do a couple of things like use a laptop. Oliver can't do.
Yeah, it would have been that. But you know what? In all actuality, Clark, all he has to do is skim through a book and he'd be able to learn everything in there and to know how to compute hack and all that other stuff. But he hasn't thought of that yet, and you know. But anyways, I
thought the whole ISIS thing was the love conversation. Like, it's all kind of cheesy.
But it just led into him confessing. I mean, that's what
I know, but I'm just saying, it was just cheesy. That's all. Nothing more to it. It was just cheesy, and I mean, I didn't say it was a bad episode. It was just kind of,
And the ending was so cute.
The ending was great. Yes, it was great. I'm glad that I already knew that he planned on confessing, or I'd have been really, really aggravated. Well,
it's cute.
While I was watching it.
It was a great scene.
Because he didn't confess. I'm looking at the clock. I'm like, am I wrong? Is he still gonna do it? And then she jumped on top of him. I thought it was a real nice shot. Just how whatever they landed in, and there was that gold stuff.
It was trash.
Well, the trash and the gold stuff like flew up, and like it was a really simple scene that was, you know, it just looked nice.
It was. I
told my sister about it, and she's like, "How did she knock him down?" I'm like, kind of like, shh, like how did Lois slap him when he was Green Arrow? I don't know. He picks and chooses. And you know when she asked him, like, would you risk someone's life for the whole world for love? And he's like, that'd be selfish. And I'm just
done that so many times. He's done that so many times. He's destroying realities to
multi-universes. No, Earth 2 Superman. This Lois is old.
Destroyed everything.
She only had a few years left to live, probably. They were old people, and he had to find a way to somehow save her. And they destroyed the multi-universes. Billions upon billions of worlds. Destroyed.
Just to be
and
with
then
Lois.
after it was over, she died anyway.
You know, just to be with Lois. So yeah, I did laugh when he said no, that'd be selfish, because it's like he's done it so many times, so many worlds. But anyways, seriously,
very dangerous love.
Very dangerous love. If Lois isn't there, he will shatter to pieces.
I heard some people complaining about the Clois sometimes because, you know, it's a show about Superman. There's no way just to get beyond the Clois. It's always going to be part of the Superman mythology because, you know, before he could even fly, there was Lois Lane. And that's just a fact. Superman #1. Well, Action Comics #1, rather. You know, she was there since from the get-go. So, but then at the same time, I urged them to watch their love cheesiness because, guys do watch the show.
So what do you think about Tess and Little Lex? I don't think I think she believes she can control the situation. Obviously,
it's gonna get out of hand.
But yeah, eventually it is going to get out of hand.
I think Oliver's gonna find out. He's gonna be upset. And he's like, "I told you we couldn't trust you."
But you know what? That's something that she should have told them. But they are so upset when somebody doesn't tell them everything. When they know good and well that they don't tell each other every single thing. I thought it was so funny when Kat took that pin and stabbed Lois in the hand.
It was funny. Man, she's a weird little annoying character. But she is the Cat. I was thinking about it a couple days after that one episode, and I'm like, she said she had a son. That has to be the Cat from the comic books, because there's that other Cat. And just
that's not even her real name though.
No, that she's the Cat. That's what the writer said.
Oh,
she is supposed to be the Cat. And so, yeah, their banter was funny and stuff, and, but I don't care what anybody says, it still would have been better if she was a slutty cat.
It would have.
Oh, yeah, and of course I was right, and they didn't mention anything about floating, and it just went on like it didn't happen.
Oh, yeah, the floating?
Like, let's just write this in for the Clovis people, yeah!
Yeah.
Like, how do you not know? Like, he didn't even mention it.
He's not gonna fly. If he doesn't fly,
like, how do you realize
last episode
you come up from off the ground and you just land on your feet? Like, okay, I can understand maybe she didn't know and say anything or something like that. I don't know. But him, like, he could have had a private moment to himself when he's like, oh, I flew-ish. And then, of course, possessed Lois flies away. I was just waiting for it. I'm like, fly away, Lois. Fly away. I'm like, she flew away.
How many times has Clark looked up and watched somebody else fly away? You don't have to count. It's a lot. It's quite a few people.
At least they brought in that, the whole necklace thing, the second episode, It wasn't just like a random thing that was applied to that episode.
So here's the question. Do you believe that this season has a chance of being better than last season?
I doubt it.
You doubt it?
Highly.
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know?
There's a possibility. It's only been a couple episodes. It can get better. It can get better after Christmas.
I just don't think what they're doing with Darkseid can compete with what they did with Zod.
That kind of makes sense.
Smallville does not have the budget or the resources to give a proper Darkseid in his form fighting Clark, so he's gonna have to possess somebody. It's gonna be one of those situations. Oh no, I think it's gonna be Lois. He's gonna fight his girlfriend, and then they're gonna kiss at the end. No, anyway.
I just hope it doesn't end up being like Oliver. That would just be like, no.
I see the loneliness in your heart. Her name is Chloe. I will possess you.
I'd get sick if that happened. I'd get sick. But
and then Chloe could just show up at the end, be like, Oliver, I love you, and then he could turn back to normal, and that's how they defeat him. They're doing their own thing with this Darkseid story. That's fine, whatever. But I just don't think how they're in the direction that they're going that can compete with
the previous season.
In no way do I think they can come up with a really good fight scene. Not how it should be.
Well, maybe they're saving a lot of it for the last episode, like the last. It's like it's the last time they'll ever do it, so, maybe.
We can't give our guest stars more lines in possession episodes and keep using the cast because we're saving all of our money for the final fight scene to make a really good CGI Darkseid. Oh no, we already said he was smoke. What are we going to do?
Tell us what you think about the episode. I still think it was I thought it was a good episode. I thought it was. So, anyways, I'm Katrina.
I'm Christina. You love the gorgeous Geeks.
I swear, I could do it. It's so funny.